This is the WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Joey Rehl reporting. A Huntingburg man is accused of impersonating an officer to get custody over a juvenile over the weekend. The DuBois County Sheriff says 63-year-old Jim Zink is a former office employee. He worked as a jail officer for about a year in 2017. Deputies say he went to the Southside McDonald's in Jasper on Sunday and demanded a juvenile employee be released to him. Sheriff Kleinhelter says video from the business shows Zink showing a sheriff's badge and the juvenile leaving with him. Zink is facing charges of impersonating a public servant. The IU School of Medicine Family Residency Program at Memorial Hospital is proud to announce the graduation of the inaugural class of resident physicians. The class includes Priya Alex, MD, Taha Hussein, MD, Marina Sidra Jurgis, MD, Christina Ramgobin, MD, and Stephanie Sparks, MD. These family medicine resident physicians have completed a 3-year residency training program as the final steps in the education process. These physicians are now able to practice medicine independently. Family medicine residents at Memorial Hospital are accepting patients at Memorial Health Family Medicine located at 966 Bartley Street in Jasper. To schedule an appointment, call 812-996-7810. The 10th DuBois County Relocation Impact Grant has been awarded. DuBois Strong, in partnership with the DuBois County Community Foundation and Radius Indiana, awards the $5,000 grants to out-of-state workers choosing to move to DuBois County. Recipients must commit to staying for at least 2 years. The grant is part of the Make My Move, Choose Southern Indiana initiative with TMAP to incentivize out-of-state workers to move to DuBois County. Eric Mosley and his wife Lakeisha are relocating to Jasper from Columbus, Georgia with their 4 children. The Mosleys were looking for a different environment to raise their kids and heard about DuBois County and its abundance of manufacturing jobs through Eric's cousin in Washington, Indiana. Eric has another cousin who recently relocated to DuBois County from Tennessee. Eric will be employed by Kimball Electronics in Jasper. He is most looking forward to living in a rural area with a deep sense of community. This grant opportunity provides assistance to the Mosleys in establishing their new life in DuBois County. Additional DuBois County Relocation Impact Grants are available. For more information, contact DuBois Strong via email at success@duboisstrong.com or by phone at 812-482-9650. Telehealth has become a popular, more accessible method of healthcare for Hoosiers, especially since the pandemic. Virtual appointments eliminate the burden many face of finding a ride to the doctor's office or someone to watch the kids while at an appointment. Here's State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report.
Hello, this is State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report. Recently, advancements in new technology revealed a higher need for telehealth services. However, eligible providers are limited. More healthcare fields have the use for telehealth, substantiating the need for expansion of professionals that are able to utilize it. Because of this, I supported Senate Enrolled Act 284 this session, which consolidates Medicaid, telehealth language, and extends the type of practitioners who can practice telehealth. These practitioners include developmental therapists, clinical fellows and school psychologists, students and graduates of certain professional programs, physical therapist assistants, and certain community mental health care providers. In addition, Senate Enrolled Act 284 allows behavioral health analysts to temporarily perform telehealth services while the Indiana Professional Licensing Agency prepares to implement licensure for their profession. Going to the doctor's office and sitting in a waiting room can be daunting for some. Others may not be able to drive themselves to their appointments. During the winter, road conditions can cause in-person visits to be rescheduled. While not every doctor visit can or should be virtual, telehealth provides a solution to these potential obstacles. Many patients note that a telemedicine follow-up visit was more convenient than arranging an in-person follow-up. I'm sure this is especially true for those living in rural communities where public transportation is not an option. The physical and mental health of our state is of the utmost importance as it impacts all of our facets of life. I encourage those in our community to look into how telemedicine can help you and your loved ones. To read more about Senate Enrolled Act 284 or other legislation passed this session, you can visit iga.in.gov. This has been State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report.
As always, feel free to contact Senator Messmer's office directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. 2 monks of St. Meinrad Arch Abbey were ordained priests on Sunday, June 5th. Father Nathaniel Sidick, OSB, and Father Colby Wolmanowski, OSB, were ordained as Roman Catholic priests by the Most Reverend Charles C. Thompson, Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Indianapolis. The ordination was held in St. Meinrad's Arch Abbey Church in St. Meinrad. Father Nathaniel is a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and a 2011 graduate of the University of Dayton with a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. He joined the monastic community in 2015 and professed his vows on January 20th of 2016. He worked for 3 years as a production manager in the byproducts and coal handling divisions at United States Steel in the St. Louis, Missouri area. He also served as a college intern for 2 summers in St. Meinrad's One Bread, One Cup program. He will begin graduate studies in Scripture at the Catholic University of America this fall. Father Colby, he is a native of Lansing, Michigan. He joined the monastic community in 2015 and professed his vows on August 6th of 2016. Previously, he worked for the state of Michigan as an insurance complaint analyst in the Department of Insurance and Financial Services. He earned an associate degree from Lansing Community College in 2009 and a bachelor's degree in business administration from Northwood University in 2010. He has been assigned at St. Paul Parish in Tell City. He will also serve as a spiritual director at St. Meinrad Seminary and School of Theology. Indiana's Attorney General is suing the Biden administration over immigration. Attorney General Todd Rokita yesterday filed a lawsuit that says President Biden has ignored the country's immigration laws and allowed hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants into this country, including thousands who have ended up in Indiana. Rokita also claims that the influx of illegal immigrants is tied to the influx of fentanyl in the United States and an increase in the number of sex offenders. Rokita says President Biden's immigration policies cost Indiana more than $500 million a year. Stay tuned. WJTS News will be right back with a check of weather, and then Kurt Guxell will be in with a look at sports.